a man who also said he hated life. We've just looked at a song entitled, Hate My Life. Well, let's take a look at this man in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 2 and verse 17, his name is Solomon. He says, therefore I hated life, because the works that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Therefore I hated life. And I said at the beginning of this program, I said, if you get everything in life you want, you're still not going to be happy. You're still not going to be happy. Now, let's consider this man Solomon. Was it because he was poor that he hated life? You know, I was talking to a friend of mine. We were talking about what is referred to as the golden years. I'm not sure why they call it the golden years. I got a better name for it. It's not positive, though. When you get old, why do they call it the golden years? What's golden about it? I'm trying to figure that one out. But, and we were talking about, and he mentioned, you know, his parents, that his parents had pretty good health, and they're almost 80 years old, I believe. And he said, but the problem was they never had the finances to do anything because they were poor. And so they had the health in the golden years, but they didn't have the finances to really do anything together much. And that's sort of sad, you know. In some cases, you don't have the health. You may have the wealth, you got all kinds of money, but your health is just poor. Or you got health, but you don't even have any money to enjoy anything. Sort of sad, is it not? Sort of sad. But was it because Solomon was poor that he hated life? Let me tell you something. Solomon would make Donald Trump look like a beggar. He was the richest man probably that ever existed in our society, in the world. Let's take a look at some of the things he said and did. Ecclesiastes 2 and verse 1, he said, I said in my heart, go now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, this also is vanity. Now, Solomon got on a kick. It was like a pleasure addiction. Now, keep in mind, he was the king, and he had unlimited amounts of money, and he gets on this pleasure kick. He says, I'm going to do everything and anything that brings me pleasure. Now, as long as it stays within, you know, God's law. I'm not going to break God's law, but anything that brings me pleasure, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to get it, I'm going to do it. He got on a pleasure addiction, okay? All right. Let's look at some of the things he did. Verse 4, he said, I made me great works. I built me houses and planted me vineyards. Notice he didn't just have, you know, one little home. He had many homes. He said, I built houses and planted me vineyards. I made me gardens and orchards and planted trees in them of all kind of fruits. Imagine this. Imagine having hundreds of acres, thousands of acres of land, of orchards and fruit trees, and just, I mean, this man had it all when it comes to, well, when it comes to the pursuit of pleasure. He was able to get it all.
Is that really in the Bible? What you think is in the Bible is not.